When you begin the configuration process, the first thing we ask you for is your eProcessingNetwork account number. Enter it, and then directly below that, enter the terminal name in the next section. The third section is where you specify the time at which you want ePNSync to perform the transaction synchronization between our server and your QuickBooks company file. Keep in mind that whatever time you set here, ePNSync will perform the synchronization process unattended. That means that it will not require any interaction from you to perform this task. The next step is very important because here you will tell ePNSync where to find the QuickBooks company file with which to perform the synchronization process at the time set above, obviously. Once you find it, select it and then click Save. ePNSync will now go through a subscription process with your QuickBooks company file that will consist of several steps. If you have multiple company files, you will see QuickBooks open this dialog where you have to select the one company file you want to use. Select the appropriate company file and open it. Then you will get the application with no certificate window. Select Yes. Always allow access even if QuickBooks is not running. Click Continue. Verify that then by saying yes, and then click Done. Now simply click Continue Installation for the next step in the configuration process. The Quick Sales Receipt Setup Wizard will create QuickBooks items called ePN items that will allow ePNSync to properly record the transactions into QuickBooks. Go ahead and click Continue Setup. Next, we have the Sales Tax Vendor Setup window, which will assign ePN sales tax items to the vendor specified here. If you do not have one already set up, you can create one here on the fly, or you may also choose not to use sales tax at the bottom right hand side of the screen. In this case, we'll create one for the state of Texas. We can now click on the Attempt to Sales Tax Vendor button to set it up. Verify all the information for the sales tax vendor, and if everything is correct, you can click Continue, then OK in the confirmation window, and finally you can click Done. The last step is setting up the first time synchronization. This is an opportunity for merchants who have processed transactions in the past with eProcessingNetwork and wish to download the transaction history into QuickBooks. The date that is selected here is the date that ePNSync will go back to searching for historical transactions to download into QuickBooks. This is the only opportunity to download transaction history. If you simply wish to download transactions beginning today, then just leave today's date. Now that we have set this up, click on Start Sync Now to start the process, click OK, and then you're set.